Okay, so Gregor from Microbium. Who are you and what do you do?
Hi everyone, I'm Gregor. I'm the founder of Microbium. And at Microbium, what we do, we speed up the detection of bacteria in drinking water and shorten the time to detection from a few days to a few hours with the help of MPN analyzer.
When a military unit moves in to a new area, the water is likely to be contaminated. Is that right?
Yeah, this can actually happen and they have to check prior they're moving the units if the water sources are clean or are they contaminated. And currently this is not possible unless if they take the sample, send it to the external laboratory and then wait for days for the results.
But I mean, if I move into an area, you told me that we're not only just talking, open water sources or streams.
Yeah.
It could even be the real water system in the buildings.
Exactly.
Can be contaminated, or it's likely that some of them are.
Exactly, yeah. Well, the thing is that certain buildings, especially if they are not used for a certain time, they can build contamination in the pipelines, they can build bacterial biofilms, and then this can be released through the water, which can be consumed,
yeah.
Or they can be spread while, I don't know, showering, like Legionella and the people or soldiers.
Would I notice? Like, let's say you have this,
Yeah.
we're going to check this cool stuff, right? But
Yeah.
if let's say I don't have no lab is doing anything, will I smell like, oh wow, this water is...
No, that's not possible to detect it like with the smell or taste or sense anything, not even...
So the water I'd be like, it looks nice, good enough, taste it, it's fine.
I mean...
Now it will be tasting a little bit off maybe, but...
Not really. No, I mean, because you can have only a few bacteria, the right bacteria, so the pathogenic inside, and then these bacteria are in such a small concentration that you cannot sense this at all.
And then let's say, we're going to explain this, but let's say I don't use this, I don't check the water quality, it tastes okay, and we shower in it, we drink it.
Yeah.
How many days until we have like an epidemic?
It's 1 to 5 days, it depends on the bacteria, actually 1 to 3 days, yeah.
And then after 3 days, it's going to be like, oh no, half the army has...
Yeah.
has
This is a risk, and it actually is happening. It can... we have reports of this when there's a certain mission or on ships or in mobile camps. From time to time, these contaminations happen and you have epidemics. Yeah.
And the issue, I think, that we've spoken about is that I can get it done, but I have to get a sample, send it to a lab. It has to be grown there for a couple of days. I have to get so it has to come from here to the lab, which can be difficult if we're in the front or in a movement situation. Then it has to be grown at the lab, and that has to be communicated back to me which source is drinkable or not.
Exactly.
And it takes a lot of time, and that we don't always have that time.
Yeah.
So we have this instead.
Yeah.
So tell me, you did some experiments in the Alps or somewhere, like in the mountains.
Yeah.
So how was this used? Tell me the use case.
Yeah, this is like an extra small laboratory. So you don't need a laboratory, you don't need a microbiologist. All you need is this box, to perform the analysis with the actually accuracy and sensitivity of laboratory interpretation. And what we did, we borrowed these devices to the NATO Center of Excellence for mountain warfare. And what they did, they sent guys, to sample the water sources on the track that was planned, to move the units. And surprisingly, not all the water sources were drinkable, according to the military standard, but also according to the national regulation.
So they send scouts out in advance to prepare where can we go.
Yeah.
They have their own little lab. They have their own, what do you call this thing?
MPN analyzer.
Okay, that thing. So they have the MPN analyzer with them. So and how fast do I get a result from this thing?
They can already get in 8 hours if the contamination is...
If it's perfect. Well, so if I I can come in the morning, do my check, fill it up. I can just drive around, collect the water. This is, this meaning that I'm safe driving around. If we're in a combat area, one has to be more careful. But let's say that, I'm safe enough. I drive around, pick them up, do the samples, and in the evening that day, I'd be starting to get results like, oh, this water source is good.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a huge difference from 4 days.
Yeah, that's natural.
It's a huge difference. And you even found this was in Europe, in a real world. You found that there were do you have a percentage of sources that was bad?
They calculated, I think it was around 3 of 60 sources,
It's like gambling.
Yeah, it's actually a lot. I mean, we didn't expect...
it's almost 1 in 6.
Yeah.
Yes. So you were expecting less, but was it a non-populated area?
Both actually. Certain areas were populated, certain were not. Certain were actually big buildings, with like mountain buildings, mountain cottages for, to sleep over. Yeah. But yeah.
I hope that I was not going to visit that one if they had this problem. But yeah, so this is, I think this is really cool. So this enables, I was also thinking about the field hospital perspective, that this should enable me to plan the position of my field hospital faster and more accurately compared to,
Yeah, exactly. And also, you don't need any additional equipment, for this. It's also battery powered, so you can run the analysis for 5 days.
What can you show me if I would use this? I've only seen.
Actually, the thing is that first you collect a sample, you mix it with reagent, you pour the sample into the central compartment, and this.
You have that stuff, or is it like? Would I have a little?
Yeah, not here.
Okay, we can pretend. Yeah.
You collect the sample actually in a sterile flask, not this one.
Yeah.
You add the reagent, you pour it inside. Into the central compartment.
So this will just have the little water. It would be solution plus water would be here.
Solution plus water, yeah. It would distribute into these smaller compartments in such a way that bacteria would randomly fall into different.
They would be in each one of these.
Yeah, and then after this happens, of course, you have to put this.
So my job is get the water, mix with solution, pour it in here, close, and my job is done.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
so easy. Even a soldier could do that.
Actually, you have to push the button.
Okay, yes.
And that's it, and then...
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, it's blinking too.
Yeah. And then these sensors actually are doing the job.
Can we show it to the camera? Like here we have so you put the water in here, it goes around this, and then you put the lid on, click the button, and it's going to make a signal, or light when it's done?
Yeah.
And then...
actually, you get it on your smartphone or your tablet.
And here we have the sensors. And so it connects to some smartphone tablet. It connects to that. And tells me.
Can be via Bluetooth or without the Bluetooth via cable. So.
Yeah. All right. So we don't even have to have Bluetooth. That's nice.
Yeah. So and then
I'm a cable guy with the this is me. I do cable. I love cables. I don't do Bluetooth.
For militaries, cable is best.
Yeah.
And then you get this report it's showing you exactly the number of 2 types of bacteria, so if it's E. coli coriform, or if I say it in a different way, if it's health hazard, or if it's just a hygienic problem, or if there's clean water.
And if I get, can I still boil it if there's these bacteria? Oh, bacteria dies if I boil it.
Yeah.
So that's still a safe option if I have to drink something.
Yeah, exactly.
Boil it. But that's not always easy to do, and it's time-consuming.
If you boil just a few liters, it's okay. But if you have a lot of liters to boil, then it's a different story.
Yeah. Well, what are some insights? You're in the NATO program. We're here in Riga today.
Yeah.
So Gregor, what are some insights that you've gotten since we spoke last, 2 months ago? What has changed in your thinking about how this thing?
Yeah, on one side, we were definitely surprised how quickly the defense sector has seen the applicability of this device. This was something that we did not expect. What was also good, we got some really concrete advices what to change in this.
Well, so it's not perfect?
It's not perfect.
It's not green. You can see that's the problem. It's not green.
Not yet. We can change the color.
Was there something else that they wanted to change?
Well, they suggested to also build the disinfection unit inside. This is one thing, and build the heating unit inside also.
Okay, so if so then you can get optimal temperature to get it to grow. Yeah, I can see that. It might need a little bit of extra battery.
I mean, this is something to speed it up and also to simplify the procedure even better. I mean, it's already okay like it is now, but if we want to even broaden the market, then would be good, to.
And what if it, like, for example, what if it flips? Does ours still right?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, that was another comment. Yeah, so we are also working on this, to put another sealing parts here. So even if it flips, that it will not.
This is classic. It seems like you have to just make it rugged.
Exactly.
It needs to be in a more what-if scenarios.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I guess if you want to be up in the mountains, it's going to be cold,
Yeah.
So they need to be warm. That's awesome. Is there something that you feel like we're not talking enough about that you want to share today?
I mean, what we are also learning here, because we are on one side also professionals in microbiology, focusing specifically, on detection, but also elimination of bacteria. We are talking to different stakeholders within the defense sector, and we are noticing that when it comes to microbiology, the water is not the only issue that they have. There are also some other issues when it comes to decontamination, also on the front line. So there is an emerging threat of diseases that are being spread, like hepatitis C via needles. So we are also working on this field.
They're reusing needles.
Yeah, and why is that? Yeah, it's.
I mean, I'm like young enough that we were told like you shouldn't do drugs, but like. First thing they were saying, don't do drugs, and the second was like, never, ever, ever use a used needle. That was those were the two things that they were extremely clearly communicated. That like the used needle is like poison, like just don't touch it.
But if you don't have the right sterilization techniques, I mean, you have to do it. So this is, because the current sterilization techniques are based on heat.
You can't just boil it, or is that not enough?
You can, but this is a huge heat footprint, to be detected. So we are learning also through development of this device and building the disinfection unit, that you don't need to produce heat to sterilize, So maybe these kind of technologies can be also applicable elsewhere, not just for water, but also, for disinfection.
I like that.
Yeah. So, we are now discovering that there are various topics that maybe we can work on, but of course first the focus is here. Then after we do this, we can also move somewhere else.
All right, Gregor, it was really cool talking with you. Check
you.
out Microbiome, NATO Diana Innovator. Get know if your water is clean.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.